Отъебись ты от меня, ёбаный ты кусок говна, блядь! Блядь, сука, да ёб ты заебал меня, блядь, конченый кусок говна тупого, блядь, шведская жирная, блядь, 150-килограммовая хуйня, сука, сдохни, блядь, эта семья сдохнет, блядь, дайте мне выиграть эту ёбаную игру, блядь, сука, ты конченая, блядь, я твою просто мать, блядь, зарежу, конченый ты кусок гниды ебаный, блядь, ЧСВшная, сука, выблядская хуйня.
Hey guys, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks. And yeah, today, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about all these RNG issues that we've been seeing in the game. I don't know if you guys seen the video from Bumpy recently, BumpMyStump, about Wargaming experimenting with all kinds of different stuff in the game. Not the first time, not the last time, to be honest. And specifically experimenting with damage rolls for new players. Now that got me thinking a little bit. That got me thinking because there's a lot more other stuff or shit happening in the game that Wargaming is not admitting, and you know, like really we could see that stuff in the game and it's been there for the longest time. And the fact of the matter is that they're not being transparent with us, and that was the whole thing from the beginning with the players that left the game a long time ago. Was all about transparency and knowing what's happening in the game. Now, if Bumpy hasn't discovered the damage roll issue, well, not really issue, but test, might I call it, then we would have never known, you know, that this was actually going on. And what else is happening in this game? What other hidden RNG measures, Gamertag based measures are being implemented in the game? I do not know, guys, but it is sketchy. And if you saw my intro, that's partly some of the things I'm referring to. Now, some of the things you've seen in the intro could have been marginal aiming issues by myself, but come on, man. I mean, it can be happening all the time, and I've been in the game for 7 years now. There's no way I'm missing shots like that, guys. So I don't know. Even in this game, and that's why I'm showing you this game, there'll be a couple of instances of sketchy moments. And that's the whole reason for making this video. It's like, how transparent is Wargaming with us at the moment? Like, really, they're not telling us all kinds of stuff. And this is to help with new player experience, quote unquote, apparently. Is it really helping new players? And some of the things could be relative to new players, but in reality, there's a lot of stuff in this game that's always been like that, and I can't put a finger on why that is. So we're rolling in our Object 279. It's the reward tank for one of the seasons. I can't remember which one. It was a while back. But yeah, this tank is quite OP if you know how to play it, and not so quite OP if opposition knows how to penetrate it. So I'll have another video on this tank talking specific as to how to play it, how to angle it, what's the best positions for this tank, and so on and so forth. But in this game, let's concentrate on the RNG issues. And then the result at the end of the game is nothing spectacular, but something weird happens. So anyway, like, let's talk about this later. But we're trying to roll through this flank right now, so we're just gonna try to brawl it out over here. And there's nothing really specifically crazy going on at this point. I think everything is quite normal. You know, the shots that are supposed to be penning are, the shots that are not supposed to be penning, they're not. And yeah, we're just gonna chug along here. We're gonna try to take out this Yak Tiger. And yeah, it's all good. It's all gonna start happening now. And this is gonna be a bit sketchy because the tank that I'm gonna be facing in a moment, when I played this game, it just came out. So it was a reward tank. A lot of players got that tank. And I'm assuming a lot of new players. And guess what's gonna happen here? So I know it's a long distance shot. 300 meters for this gun is probably not the most accurate. And we were aiming at the cupola, so okay, fine. We couldn't hit that shot. But explain the next 2 or 3 shots. This shot lower plate, fully aimed from this distance, doesn't penetrate. Look at the next shot. Aiming at top portion of the front plate that was flat in that area, and I couldn't penetrate it. Next shot, are we able to pen it? Yes, we are, because he angled a little bit more. Let's look at the shot after this. Can we pen this shot? Shooting pretty much in the same spot, a little bit more angled, but again, I wasn't able to penetrate him with my heat rounds, which have 340 millimeters of penetration. 340 millimeters of penetration. Not shooting tracks. Shooting flat portions of the armor and not penetrating. Now we know that Object 752 is well armored beast, but come on, to that degree that I'm not able to penetrate 3 out of 4 of my shots or something like that. I think it was 3 out of 4. That was a bit sketchy. And I was thinking to myself, what? Like, but that's not the most puzzling. The most puzzling thing you're going to see in the next sequence. First of all, I'm being outspotted by tier 8 right here. The Pantera. Okay? Heat round in a turret. Bounces. Interesting. RNG again? Can I be trolled that badly in one game? Can RNG really troll me that bad in one game? Is it actually possible? But wait till you see the next sequence. Now that is freaking puzzling as hell. And I'm gonna try to slow it down for you guys so that you know what I'm talking about. Check this out. Look at the angle that I'm at versus this Pantera. And yep, tier 8 penetrates me at an impossible angle in my top plate. Can someone please explain that to me, because I have no idea how that was actually possible. How is that possible? Wargaming, how is that possible? How can a tier 8 penetrate me in a top plate when tier 10 guns, even TDs at tier 10, like Yak Panzer 100 for instance, or any Russian TD, won't be able to pen me at that angle? It's almost impossible to pen this tank at that angle. So one begs the question, is this really RNG, or what the shit is happening in this game? What is really happening in this game? And I don't know if any of you can explain it to me. Obviously Wargaming couldn't, because, you know, I've been there, been CC for a while, been in the game more than I am right now. And even then I couldn't understand it. Right? And now I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, stuff like that doesn't happen all the time. But when it does, especially when it happens in one game, it's eye-opening. It's like, huh? How could this actually be? And the fact that Bumpy has showed something that Wargaming is doing with Alpha RNG in the game, it suggests to me that there's other stuff going on, hidden stuff that we don't even know about. So, take a look at the post-game stats. We finished with 5 kills, 4.7k damage. Not a big game by any means. At all. Right? Like, that's nothing. What's 4.7k damage for this tank? But Mastery Ace Tanker? Hello? Mastery Ace Tanker for 4.7k damage. How is that possible? And that got me thinking, did I get an Ace Tanker for the fact that I was denied all these shots that I should have penetrated? Was that really the case, Wargaming? Please, Anyway, end of my ramble. That's it for now. Until next time, Space Bandit, check it out.